Please, Mom, I want that dress. I said no means no. Please, Mom, this will be the last dress of mine. You have said same before for this dress you are wearing. Kitten started crying and called his dad. Dad, Mom is not buying dress for me. Oh, my lovely princess, I will say her and she will buy one for you. Mom, Dad said I can have that dress. Dad, okay, fine, let's go. They both walking in car and headed to supermarket. And when they reached there, Mom said to Kitten, you have to wait here until I come. But Mom, I want to see my new dress. If I will take you with me, you will gonna end up with lots of shopping bag. Kitten smiled and thought Mom is telling the truth. Mom left the car and Kitten was inside the car. Mom started to search for the dress Kitten wants, and in the car, Kitten was thinking, will Mom find that dress or should I go to her? She decides to go out, but the door was locked. Kitten said crying, I think I need to wait here until Mom unlocks this door. Near the car, a small kitten was playing with fire and his mom called him. So, he threw the fire stick and ran to her. The fire stick went under the car and caused a fire. Kitten tried to open the door but failed, and the fire grew larger. Mom was unaware of this as she purchased the kitten's favorite dress. When she came outside, she was shocked to see her car on fire. She threw the shopping bag and ran to help her kitten. She tried to open the door, but it was stuck because of the fire. Kitten said from inside, Please, Mom, open the door fast. I can't breathe now. The fire extinguisher team arrived, took control of the fire and broke the door. Mom immediately took the kitten in her hands, but the kitten did not open her eyes. She rushed to the hospital. Please somebody look at my kitten. Mom cried for help as the doctor rushed in, immediately taking the kitten to the emergency room for treatment. Mom called Dad saying, we're safe now, you should come to see the kitten. But I have an important meeting so I can't come now, Dad replied. Mom shouted, she is your daughter and is in the hospital, and you're refusing to come. Yes, because I have an important meeting, a woman's voice interrupted. Hey honey, who's on the call? Dad hung up the phone and yelled. You need to control your emotions. My wife was on that call. Okay, I'll take care but we're getting late for the party. Okay, let's go. They both left for the party. But, Mom thought, I think I heard another woman's voice. Suddenly, the doctor approached and said, your daughter is in critical condition. She wants to meet her dad one last time. What are you saying, doctor? She has only a few hours left. Please call her dad immediately. Mom called her husband. Please come quickly. Our kitten has only a few hours left to survive. Instead of Dad, his secretary answered the call and said, but ma'am, sir is busy. My kitten's life is more important than your meeting. Okay ma'am, I'll inform him to come. Dad returned from the restroom and asked, hey honey, who was on the call? Nothing, they were just trying to sell a credit card. And they both started eating delicious food. In the hospital, the kitten was taking its last breaths. Mom, when will Dad come? He's on the way and will reach in a few minutes. I love you Mom and I loved it. Those were the kitten's last words. Dad remained unaware of the situation. I think I should leave now. No honey, I've planned something special at the mall. They both drove to the mall. In the hospital, Mom opened her eyes and was shocked to see an insurance company agent. Ma'am, I am from your car insurance company. Your insurance claim has been rejected, but how is this possible? Mom asked. Because your car's last service was due and that violates the company's policies. But we've had every service done on time. Mom protested, sorry to say, but this is not correct. The officer replied before leaving the hospital. Mom had not yet recovered from the news about the kitten, and now this had happened. She called Dad, who was at the mall. What is your surprise? And the secretary proposed to him, saying, I love you, honey. Mom was continuously calling Dad, but his phone was on silent. That night, when Dad reached home, Mom asked crying, why didn't you pick up my calls? I was busy in an important meeting, Mom shouted in anger. Why didn't you take our car for service? Dad said, but I already did that. Hearing this lie, Mom shouted. But the company's agent said something else. To divert the topic, Dad asked, I don't hear my princess's voice. Hey, princess, where are you? She will never respond to your fake love. Why are you saying this? She took her last breath in the hospital, trying to talk to her dad just once. But you weren't answering your phone. You chose your work over your kitten's life. When you were calling, I wasn't in the office. So where were you? I was with my secretary at the mall. Mom didn't say a word. She went to her room, packed her clothes, and shouted, now you don't need to lie to me. I'm leaving this house. Dad tried to stop her, but Mom left the house. In frustration, Dad started throwing household items and cried, saying, I made the biggest mistake of my life. If I had stayed loyal to my family, my kitten and my wife would still be with me. He was sobbing when he suddenly noticed a shadow on the floor. It was his kitten. He immediately ran to her, took her in his arms, and held her tightly, unable to speak a word. Suddenly, Mom walked through the door. Dad looked at her confused and said, Why did you do all this drama? Just to show you the mirror of your actions. Dad understood his mistake and said, I promise from today I'll be a good father and a good husband. Just then, Dad received a call from his secretary. He answered, Hey, I'm waiting outside the party location. Can you please come early? From now on, don't ever think of talking to me. I'll never leave my family for you. The secretary was shocked. Mom hugged Dad and said, I love you, honey. So you don't love me. Kitten said, I love you more than I love your dad, my sweet princess. There's only one thing that makes a happy family, and it's trust. So don't break anyone's trust. Now the kitten is living a happy life with her family.